what I realized with video editing is that it requires absolute precision. There's no scope for any mistakes in any part of the editing process. You have to get it right. And it's this style of working which I found quite difficult to deal with, because I think with photography, painting, illustration, sculpture, these kinds of art forms, there's a scope for interpretation. There's a kind of leeway, there's a kind of subjectivity with painting. There's no right or wrong answer with a brushstroke. It can be either or, but with video, it just has to be right. And I think this is one of the great challenges I've been facing up against. And although it's been very difficult, I've developed quite a profound appreciation for the process of video now. And once you get it, once you get the process just solid, you can't help but respect the process. And I think it's been difficult for me, the transition from photography to video, but it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. And I feel like my skills are getting to an acceptable standard to do my YouTube videos. And I think I'm kind of winning the battle against not only infrastructure in terms of plugging in consoles and cabling and hardware, but I'm also winning against editing programs as well, and the software packages and the subtle little details, and how if you get one thing wrong in video, then the whole thing just doesn't work. And I think for some people, trying video for the first time would find this very jarring. You make a mistake and you don't understand what the mistake is, and you've got to figure it out and go back to basics and then experiment and test everything. It's very draining, and that's what I've been kind of struggling with. And I think I'd quite openly describe this experience as a form of roadblock, the kind of creative roadblock I've been suffering. And as an artist, I just want to make work. I just want to get on with it. I don't care how technology works. I don't care about bit rates or VBR2 passes or kilohertz or decibels or spectral decay rates and these kinds of things. I don't care about these things, and I feel it has been kind of wearing me down, my kind of artistic energy, my passion. And I feel as a result of this, I need to change gear with the project. I need to kind of mix it up. I think in any art project, if you're kind of hitting that roadblock, you need to change gear, you need to hit it with something else. So I think my strategy moving forward is to keep trying to mix it up and try and do different formats with my work, and try and introduce many different ideas, and some of them might work, some of them might not. So what all of you are witnessing is the development of the artistic process. You're witnessing my development as an artist, and after 10 years of doing photography, I was desperate for a change in my life, in my artistic work. So I think it's very exciting, really, what you guys will be witnessing over the next couple of months and years, really, as my skills keep improving and the complexity of my ideas improves. And I can freely admit that this is not like the finished article yet. This channel, it's such early days. Even though I've been working at it for about 18 months, I still have a lot to learn about YouTube and video games as well. And so basically my channel is almost like a blog for posting my artistic YouTube gaming developments. I hope to kind of perfect my critical thinking as well, and eventually everything will fall into place. So I definitely have the long-term view with my work. I do have the long-term kind of game plan happening here, and the vision. So I will kind of focus on what I enjoy and make videos that can kind of enrich me artistically. And of course my main focus in video games revolves around horror. I think the horror genre in video games at times can be very profound, very meaningful, and that's why it appeals to me. And also It's interesting because at university my best work was created in my third year, and I'm pretty sure in 18 months time, if I just keep working at it, I'm going to be making kick-ass videos just every single week, and I just think it's going to be exactly like university. And yeah, so I hope all of you can stick with me, and people are joining all the time, which is fantastic, and everything's on track. So don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. You can tweet me at thehorrorvg. This is the Horror Video Games, and I'll see you next time.